Hey guys, happy Friday. Jo here at SportsGrid. We're going to go over a couple of the All Star competitions, looking at some of those odds. It's time for a Puck It with Jo. Thank you so much for joining me here. I know we're going earlier than the normal time, but I just was trying to get it into you guys quick. The All Star competition kicks off at 7. Now, we don't have confirmation of exactly which levels, which competitions each of the guys are in. So there's 6 different competitions in the first round, and out the 12 contestants get to pick 4 of those to compete in. If I can talk today. So we're going to go over these. We're going to look at some of those odds and see where you're going to find a value in it. Now, if I'm looking at an overall winner, you guys, I have to go with Nathan MacKinnon, but it looks like a lot of people are going with Nathan MacKinnon here. You could get him as of early this morning to win the whole thing, take home the $1 million at plus 1,200. This is now dropped to plus 850. So lots of money coming on Nathan MacKinnon. He's just such a competitor out there on the ice. I really do think he comes out really strong in these games. So Corey Perry winning everything you're coming in with. Let's make some freaking money today. That is for sure, you guys. So when we look at this, looking at these competitions, if you're looking at someone else to win the whole thing, I'll just go over those odds quickly. All odds are up on FanDuel. So Connor McDavid, the clear-cut favorite to win it all at 650, followed by Cale Makar at plus 750. When we're looking at Nathan MacKinnon, like I said, he's moved into that 850 mark, as well as Kucherov, Pastrnak, and Barzal from the New York Islanders. You look further down on the list, you're starting to look at Draisaitl, Jack Hughes, Elias Pettersson, William Nylander, Austin Matthews, and JT Miller. So that's where we're looking at for all of those players out there on the ice. When we look at the fastest skater, we got Connor McDavid coming in for the first place at plus 120. I think you can look further down the list. If you guys remember last season when this competition went on, Cale Makar wiped out on that last corner. And I do think he could come back. What we saw out of him, he was going to win it if he hadn't wiped out there. I really do believe. So looking at Cale Makar here, he's third favorite on the list to win it as the fastest skater at plus 400. So I could see that coming in for him. Now, Barzal is above him at plus 220. And I said again, Connor McDavid, the favorite. We also have Nylander at plus 1,000 and Quinn Hughes at plus 1,000. Now, I do like looking at these younger players to come out and just give it their all, especially in these all-star events. So Quinn Hughes, if you're looking for that long shot, I think he's the best long shot out there of the Vancouver Canucks, the offensive defenseman, as I like to call him, at plus 1,000. He is definitely fast out there on the ice. You can tell, though, that he is a different kind of skater out there. I don't know if he has that ability to beat someone like Connor McDavid, but I do think he's going to have a solid one in that. I wouldn't be shocked if he came in second. Now, the one-timer winner, I don't love this event, the one-timer winner. Austin Matthews, Pastrnak, Kucherov, Pettersson, McKinnon, and Leon Draisaitl, all of them are coming in between plus 500 and plus 600. Not enough odds there for me to want to jump on any of those guys. The passing winner is interesting here. Connor McDavid, again, the favorite in this one. Elias Pettersson coming in at plus 850 and William Nylander at plus 850. I would look at William Nylander here of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I do think he has the ability to win this. The hardest shot is another one that I really have circled. So the fastest skater, Cale Makar, for me, with the value, with how strong he did come out last time, looking for some retribution. And then when we look at the hardest shooter, we have Pettersson, Makar, JT Miller, Austin Matthews, and Pastrnak. Now, last season, we saw Elias Pettersson win it. He was 103.2 miles per hour for that hardest shot. And I do think he comes out and brings it again today. Now, we're not getting a lot of value with Pettersson to get this. He's coming in at plus 130. Looking at his teammate, JT Miller, is an interesting way to go. He's coming in at plus 380. I don't like Cale Makar here or Austin Matthews. While I do think Austin Matthews is so phenomenal out there on the ice, I just can't see him hitting it the hardest. If you're looking for that long shot, though, I would go with Pastrnak here of the Boston Bruins. He's coming in at plus 750. The stick handling for me has to go to Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid's so beautiful of a skater out there on the ice, and his ability to move that puck is just fantastic. So he is a favorite in this category. He's coming in at plus 500. Nathan McKinnon not far behind at plus 550, and Pasternak at plus 600. It goes all the way down Kucherov plus 650. So that's where you're getting a value. Now the accuracy winner, I would definitely look at Austin Matthews here. Austin Matthews has been so phenomenally strong out there on the ice. He is leading the league in goals right now on the season. And yeah, with 40 goals, I believe it's 40 goals. So Austin Matthews coming in at plus 750. Now looking at last year, Brock Nelson was so strong in this event. He went 4 or 5 last season, but he's not in here. So we will be able to get, yeah, I'm not seeing odds for Brock Nelson, so he's not in this one. But it's definitely going to be great to see out there on the ice. Austin Matthews plus 700. Draisaitl actually one of the favorites with Pasternak and Connor McDavid. So I do think you can go down the list further. Kale McCarr is coming in, and Quinn Hughes at last in there for the accuracy shooting. But those are two defensemen out there on the ice, you guys. So completely understand why. Good afternoon, Matt. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's look at the rest of these competitions. Now, how it's going to work, I told you guys yesterday. So 12 guys competing. We do, after the 12, pick 4 events. They compete in those 4 events, and the books are refunding you if those guys don't participate in the events, because we really don't know which events they're going to participate. So of those 6 first events, the top 8 move on to the second round, which is the shootout with the goalies. So they get to pick their goalies there. We don't have odds for that, you guys. I wish we did, because that's where I'd really like to start looking at making some money in this. And I really do think once we find out who they're matched up with versus their goalies, we'll be able to cash there. So stay tuned to my YouTube, to my Twitter. I will post if I see anything that we can get out there and what value we're getting. After that round, those top 8 players get cut down to 6, and those top 6 compete in the obstacle course, with the winner taking all. So there are a couple other things that we can bet. Like I said, the overall, I'm definitely leaning on Nathan McKinnon. I do like Cale Makar for the fastest skater at plus 400. I think there's value. Pedersen, it would be nice to see him repeat there with the hardest shot, but I do think you look further down the list. I don't love looking at favorites. So, and the accuracy shooter, I got to go with Austin Matthews for that one. And then for what was the one with Connor McDavid? The accuracy shooter, yeah. Connor McDavid or Austin Matthews for that. The stick handling, I definitely think Connor McDavid. I could see Connor McDavid, though, really competing with Austin Matthews for the accuracy as well. That's going to be a hard one to see. Now, there is breaking records here. Any player to break the accuracy shooting challenge, you got 7.3 seconds was the fastest, plus 3,000 for someone to break it today. We have some phenomenal shooters out there. So I'm going to look more at these kind of bets, you guys. So plus 3,000 for someone to break it, 7.3 seconds. It's asking a lot, but we could see it happen. That fastest skater for someone to break the record of 12.894 seconds is coming in at plus 750. I could see that coming in. Now, the hardest shot challenge. The hardest shot challenge winner was 108.8 miles per hour. Last year, Pedersen was 103.2. So someone has to hit it harder than 108.8, which is 5 miles per hour over last season of 103.32. Could we see it come in? Well, if we do, it's coming in at plus 6,000 over on FanDuel. So I do think that is worth all of these bets, the over and under, worth a little sprinkle. They're only giving us odds on the over, but I do think out of these 3, I would look at someone to break that fastest skater record at plus 750. And yes, it's the safer of the 2. Now, the skills competitions, we can bet those over and under for the accuracy shooting, because I like Austin Matthews here. The accuracy shooting time over under 11 seconds. I would look at him to go under that 11 seconds. I think he comes out flying. Austin Matthews is definitely a phenomenal offensive player, and I can see him going under it. Now, when we look at Connor McDavid, his is 10.6 seconds. I think Connor McDavid goes over that, actually. I really do. He's coming in at minus 113 to the over. Pasternak here, he's got a time of 10.8 seconds, minus 113 to either side. I don't want to touch him. Looking at Cale Makar for that fastest skater, his time of over and under 13.9 seconds, minus 113 to either side. I'm going to go with Cale Makar under. Actually, that's a hard one because Cale Makar wiped out on that corner because he was going too fast out there, but I really can see him winning this competition. So I'm going to take him under 13.9 seconds out there on the ice, and it's 13.90 seconds. That's coming in at minus 113. I think that's probably a better way to go than taking Cale Makar to win it all, because then if someone just comes in faster, you're laying a little bit of juice at minus 113. Better payoff, though, plus 400 for him to win that one. Connor McDavid's time is coming in at 13.60 seconds. I'm going to take him to the over. That's coming in at minus 113, you guys. But there's so many things you can break down. These the head-to-head skill competitions. It looks like it's going to be Austin Matthews and Nathan MacKinnon versus each other in the accuracy shooting. Of course, I'm going with Austin Matthews there. He's coming in at minus 128. What is this one? Austin Matthews, Nylander in the accuracy shooting head-to-head. So I guess I really don't have who is actually going to go head-to-head with each other. So it's painful. So between Austin Matthews and William Nylander, I'm going to take Austin Matthews. If it's Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid, I'm going to take Austin Matthews at plus 102. That's going to be a great competition. Now, if it's Connor McDavid and Pasternak here, they're both minus 113. Pasternak has been so phenomenally strong for the Boston Bruins. He is leading that team and far and above and beyond Brad Marchand that's sitting right behind him. They're both minus 113. I almost look at hitting David Pasternak here at minus 113 over Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid has missed some really big shots as of late, so don't love him out there, but he's going to be phenomenal. Now, Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes, a really interesting one to look at. Cale Makar, the clear-cut favorite, but Quinn Hughes has been phenomenal. You guys know that. Value on Quinn Hughes for that to be the faster skater over Cale Makar. So Cale Makar, you guys know I think he's going to win this. He's minus 310. Quinn Hughes is plus 230. He's not going to be able to get it, you guys. I was hoping that would be one of those accuracy shooting ones, but that's for the fastest skater. Fastest skater head-to-head, Quinn Hughes and William Nylander. This is where I'd like to look. I do think Quinn Hughes is going to surprise a lot of people out there. Quinn Hughes, such a young player out there on the ice. I think we get it all out of him. So Quinn Hughes to beat William Nylander in the fastest skater competition at minus 113. See if there's anything else out here. When we look at Pettersson versus Cale Makar for the head-to-head hardest shot. This is an interesting one. Pettersson coming in at minus 215. He won it last season with 103.2 miles per hour. Cale Makar coming in at plus 164. I think Elias Pettersson does beat him, so hard to take him there. Now, if we look at Pettersson versus JT Miller coming in at plus 172. Pettersson at minus 225. I would look here at JT Miller. I think JT Miller could beat Pettersson this season. So he's at plus 172. Pettersson coming in at minus 225. I'm going to take the plus 172 here on JT Miller. I think he has every opportunity of the Vancouver Canucks for being able to get it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I am here. Let's make some freaking money today on the ice. The teams have been selected. So if we look at the teams and the selections, I don't have the selections in front of me. I wanted to talk to you about the celebrity component. Did you guys see Buble last night at the draft? If you haven't seen it, go to my YouTube or my Twitter, my X, and check out the clip where he's talking about how he thought he was microdosing and he thought he was in Blades of Thunder. Is that a movie? What is that, you guys? Because I didn't know what it is. I meant to Google it. But It was quite hilarious. If you saw the whole thing, he just kept going on. He said someone had silky mitts, and he said he wasn't the oldest, and he started pointing out older people in the room. So it was quite hilarious. I think when we look at him now, Buble is on which team? Let me just work out which team he's on again. I have I just can't remember which team he is on. All Star. Okay. Let me just pull it up here, you guys. Because I like Team McKinnon, Team Nathan McKinnon. I think Nathan McKinnon is such a competitor that I think they will be able to get it done. Because that's got Kale McCarr and Tate McRae. And I'm really interested to see how Tate McRae comes out there. Her brother plays hockey, and I'm pretty sure she's good out there on the ice. So let's look at the roster here. Just let me pull it up. I don't have it open, you guys. Okay. Oh, that's 2023. You gotta love when you're looking for something really fast and you just can't find it. So, hang on, you guys. NHL All Star 2024 teams. If I type in the right year, it normally does help. Okay, let's look at the teams here and who everyone is going to have. I don't want to buy daily schedule. So we're looking at tonight. We have all the All-Star competitions. Tomorrow, we start those All-Star games. And they're not going to just tell me who's on which team. Oh, just bear with me, you guys, for 1 second. There we go. Here's the lineups. Okay. For the lineups, we have, of course. Okay, I give up. I can't find the lineups. Nice and easy for you guys. It's just like, if I could just find it just quickly, which I did have it on my computer open and then I shut it, it would be nice. Oh, okay. I've got it. Team Hughes. So we know Jack Hughes is still the captain, but he's not playing. So he's still dealing with those injuries. Now, the Hughes brothers do have Buble on their team. That's which team he is on. He's going to come out there, and he is a good skater. So we'll see. Hopefully, he's not thinking he's in Blades of Thunder or whatever that was. So we'll have Quinn Hughes on this team, Elias Pettersson on this team, and Demko is the goalie. So we've got 3 members of the Vancouver Canucks. We also have Kucherov from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Kyle Connor from the Winnipeg Jets, Brady Tkachuk from the Ottawa Senators, Jasper Bratt from the New Jersey Devils. That's who has taken over Jack Hughes' spot on the team. Backup goalie, I'm sure he's going to be the backup Cam Talbot here from the LA Kings, Brock Besner from the Vancouver Canucks, JT Miller, and Vachano from the Anaheim Ducks. So that is a pretty solid team that we're seeing out there. I'm not sure if I'm buying into this team. We do have so much power and a really strong goalie. These guys play 3-on-3 out there. When we're looking at Team Matthews, Team Matthews is a really interesting one. We've got Austin Matthews, of course, from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Ryan O'Reilly from the Toronto Maple Leafs, William Nylander from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mitch Marner from the Toronto Maple Leafs. This team is going to score, you guys. Jake Ottinger from the Dallas Stars. Now, Clayton Keller from the Arizona Coyotes. This is a really good team. We have Barzell from the Islanders, Igor Shesterkin from the New York Rangers, Philip Forsberg from the Predators, Alex DeBrincat, and Trocheck here from the New York Rangers. This is the team that's going to get the most goals, you guys. Looking at this lineup is absolutely loaded with offensive firepower out there. I really do see the goals coming in this one. This is going to be an incredible team. So that's Team Matthews out there. Justin Bieber is their celebrity. So we'll see. He threw a concert last night and had a big celebration. So Team McKinnon. This is the team that I had originally picked. Let's look who everyone is on this team. So we've got from Colorado, we've got Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar from Colorado, as well as Georgiev in goal. Ooh, that gives me a little bit of worry, you guys. Then we have Sidney Crosby on this team, Kaprizov, Sebastian Aho of the Carolina Hurricanes, Wilson of the Washington Capitals, Swayman of the Boston Bruins, Travis Konechny from the Philadelphia Flyer, Elias Lindholm from the Vancouver Canucks. It still breaks my heart that I don't see Calgary next to his name anymore. Broxton here from the Seattle Kraken. I'm not sure I'm in love with Team McKinnon as much as I was. I really do think Tate McRae's on this team, and I think this team probably makes it to that final round, but I don't know if they get the win. Team Matthews, Austin Matthews' team is absolutely loaded. Let's look at Team McDavid, Connor McDavid's team here. They have Will Arnett as their celebrity. So from the Edmonton Oilers, we have Connor McDavid, of course, Leon Draisaitl, and that's it, just the two of them. From the Oilers, we then have Connor Hellebuck in net. He's going to be a hard goalie for them to get past. David Pastrnak, Rasmus Dahlin from the Buffalo Sabres, solid player there. Robert Thomas from the St. Louis Blues. He kind of is like a sleeper player. Lots of people don't talk about him because of the team he's on. Very solid. Sam Reinhart from the Florida Panthers. Bobrovsky from the Florida Panthers. Bon Jenner from the Columbus Blue Jackets. We know when he gets hot, he gets hot. And Nick Suzuki from the Montreal Canadiens. And Thomas Hurdle from the San Jose Sharks. You guys, I'm sold. It is Team Matthews. For me, I love this team. Absolutely loaded. Again, Team Matthews, Justin Bieber. I'm not the biggest buyer on Justin Bieber, but I've heard he's a complete competitor. So Austin Matthews, Ryan O'Reilly, William Nylander, Mitch Marner, Jake Ottinger, Clayton Keller, Barzell, Igor, Forsberg, DeBrincat, and Trocheck. I think this team is going to win it all. So for Team Matthews to win it all, let me see what the odds are here. Team Matthews to beat Team Hughes is coming in at -125. The books know they're the favorite. If you like Team Hughes, it's +100. Now looking at Team McKinnon versus Team McDavid, I do think Team McKinnon can get the win. Again, the books have them as a favorite. That's at -120. Both of these games have totals of 11.5. When I look at the Hughes and the Matthews game, I definitely love it to the over 11.5. The Matthews and McKinnon, that might one be sneaky to the under. I don't want to bet an under in the All-Star games, though. For the outright winner here, you can get Team Matthews right now at +250. They are the favorites to win, you guys. You guys, we just went over that. And yeah, we'll see some pond hockey. So it is what it is. We're going to see those goals coming in. I think it's Team Matthews. I hate that the team that I like the best is the favorite by the books. They're liking it. Now your MVPs coming in at Austin Matthews at +750, Nathan McKinnon at +1,000, Connor McDavid at +1,000, and Team Hughes. Oh, well, if you're going to Team Hughes, of course, because Jack Hughes isn't going to be out there on the ice. Co-captain Quinn Hughes is +4,000, but there's a whole bunch of players listed before him, them not thinking he's going to make an impact. But I think Nathan McKinnon, Austin Matthews, because his team gets a win, I think Austin Matthews at +750 is where I would go. But you guys, that's everything for the All-Star events. I hope you have fun. We'll break down more these All-Star games tomorrow. It's not till tomorrow, but that's it for me. I'm going to get outside and enjoy. We're getting snow tomorrow. Today has been absolutely gorgeous, so I'm going to get back out there. You guys, all the best in all of your bets. Let's make some freaking money. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I'll talk to you later.